Perfect.
Right now we have Joe Zeman of Valor Marketing LLC. How are you doing, Joe?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm glad you're here with us today.
Absolutely.
So please tell us about Valor Marketing LLC and how that got started.
Sure. So Valor Marketing's been around for about 9 years now. It got started with a friend of mine. His name is Mick Kerdier and his wife. They approached me. He and I worked together at another company. And really, we just got tired of small business owners kind of getting screwed over by larger big box stores.
Hmm.
So we wanted to form a company in order to help businesses. So the company started out only doing what they call SEO or search engine optimization and Google AdWords. And then over time, as the business changed or our clients' needs changed, we just have continued to add different digital marketing services for their, to kind of help out with their needs.
Okay, and so this is also even from your personal experience as far as being a small business and getting kind of dumped on and not getting the same recognition.
Yeah. And so like, yeah, when you work for a big box store, you're just that, you're a big box store, a
Hmm.
big marketing company. When you work for yourself, it's just so much more rewarding.
Yes, I definitely agree. So, you just mentioned obviously small business, but who do you particularly serve? What problems do you help your clients solve?
So we help save them money
Okay.
because for most of our clients, they've tried doing marketing themselves or
Okay.
they've hired other marketing companies. A lot of times I just run into businesses that think they've signed up for one type of marketing and they're
Hmm.
not getting what they signed up for. So a lot of times it's, all right, give me a copy of the contract. Let me look it over. Let me call that company. Let me just do some fact finding for the business just to make sure that they're getting what they think they're getting. And
Okay.
usually 9 times out of 10, they're just getting taken advantage of.
Mm. And so would you say then that's one of the biggest challenges to deal with as far as kind of exposing that in a sense and showing that this is not what you is not real, what you're being told?
Yeah, and so part of that of what we save them then is money, and then we
Hmm.
give them back the time because we're going to take the time. We're going to do the marketing for them. We're going to manage everything, and then the money aspect of it is, I mean, I've come across businesses that are spending. The most recent one was a plastic surgeon office who was spending $4,000 a month for the last 5 years.
Wow.
So that's almost $250,000, and no clue what they're no clue what they're getting.
Oh my gosh, just shelling out money.
Just shelling out money because when business is good, you think your marketing's working.
Hmm.
You don't question it.
Okay.
And then when things start to slow down or things you run into issues, then you start questioning, well, what am I getting for versus what am I spending?
Okay. And so how do you kind of help then your clients have like energy management? Because you can be overwhelming. Like you said, you can be blinded and you can be upset that you're kind of getting taken advantage of. How do you kind of manage that for your clients?
Um, in what aspect?
As far as just, I guess like the emotional part of it, obviously there's dealing for you to stay balanced and it's even for your clients to make sure everyone's on the same page and everyone's
Hmm.
cool and collected.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they just emotionally they feel better when they know because we're upfront and honest with people.
Hmm.
So we take a look, we help solve their problems for them. When it comes to managing, they're just happy because now they have a company that truly cares about their business.
Hmm.
We're not in it to, what's good for my pocketbook. It's what's good for the client's business and how can
Yeah.
we help them grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, going off of that, as far as helping them and being a leader
Mhm.
in that way, what does being a conscious business leader mean to you?
Really, for me, it's about educating businesses.
Hmm.
I just enjoy teaching people about marketing, going over the pros and cons of each type of marketing, so that they can make educated decisions. And that's probably 75% of what we do. It's
Hmm.
just educating people on how internet marketing works, how it's beneficial to their business, and what makes the most sense for them versus what makes the sense from my pocket.
And do you feel like there's just lack of education overall about marketing unless you literally are immersed in it? Do you see that issue kind of with your clients?
Yeah, I think there's a lack of education, but it's also I feel that other marketing companies try to confuse people. So they'll
Mm,
throw out terminology. So they'll
right.
change. So they already could be doing like Google ads, but they're going to refer it to as SEM or search engine marketing, or they're going to reference it to something else just to confuse the business owner. And the business owner just doesn't know because
Mm,
they're trying to run their business, right? That's
right.
what they're focused on, and they're trusting the people that they're giving money to help with the marketing.
Hmm. Absolutely. And so sounds like you have a lot of clients. So what would you say are your favorite client success stories?
Oh, geez. There's one that we're working with. There's a couple of them. So one is there's a roofing company. So we work with a lot of the trades. So your contractors, and then we work with law firms and chiropractors. But one of the good ones is I enjoy cold calling.
Okay.
But I was doing some searches online, saw that there's a roofing company showing up in my area online. I know they don't cover my area.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was while I was out cold calling, I just stopped in, introduced myself, said, "Hey, I noticed I saw your ads in an area you don't cover." And they're like, "You're right, we don't cover that area." So that means
Mm-hmm.
you're wasting money when you could be,
Right.
spending that money a little bit better. And so that customer became a client, and 2000, what are we in 2020? So 2019, they saw a little over $400,000 return from what they're
Wow.
investing with us. So that can make a big difference in a company's growth.
Mm-hmm.
Another one was a septic industry, a company. When we started working with them, they had 11 employees, and in 3 years, we grew them to 64 employees.
Mm-hmm.
And that same 3 year time span, we took them from a $3 million to an $11 million company.
Oh, wow. And is there ever any type of convincing, I guess, you kind of have to do to show people like we're trying to actually help you. We're not trying to just get your money and pay for more marketing stuff. This is going to benefit you in the long run.
Yeah, and we give references, and our references
Okay.
are 100% honest with people. So they're going to
Mm-hmm.
tell them like, "Hey, here's the good things that this company's done, but here's
Got
an
it.
issue we ran into, and this is how they helped us overcome the issue."
Okay. And then as far as anything to learn from, do you also kind of get feedback where they tell you maybe something they preferred or which could be improved? Is that something you also take in?
Oh yeah, and we don't
Mhm.
because we don't do long-term agreements. We're
Okay.
like for the most part 3 to 6 month agreement. Our philosophy is if I can't prove my worth within 3 to 6 months, then
Hmm.
I'm not worth it. You should just fire me.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Okay.
I'm
So
I'm
very
all for
straightforward.
it.
Yeah.
Very, very. I mean, we're very straightforward, very honest with people. If they have a website that is not going to convert, we don't even bother helping them until they fix that issue
Hmm.
first. Versus most companies would just take their money and run with it.
Right.
But
That's gonna say
if
I'm
it,
sure that's super refreshing.
yeah,
Yeah, just to have it where it's like I don't have to question it. This is what it is. Yeah, I'm sure people love that.
yeah,
So
it's
then,
just yeah, we're just being 100% transparent with people because I think that's where most companies lack is they just try to
yes.
hide the truth. So
Hmm.
I'd rather just be upfront, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then like I said, fire me.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah.
So with all of that, what is your vision for your business within the next 3 to 5 years?
Our goal is to start bringing on full-time marketing consultants.
Okay.
So paying salaries and growing the company because our ultimate goal is to have probably two or three marketing consultants in every state.
Okay.
Our goal is to be a Fortune 100 company. So our goal is to grow our company.
Okay. Amazing. I can't wait to see it. I
Yeah.
definitely see great things coming. So,
Thank you.
yes, of course. And now also tell us about your website giveaway, Valor Cares.
So yeah, so that's a good one. So during this whole pandemic, we wanted to think of a way in which that we can give back to businesses, small
Hmm.
businesses and medium-sized businesses. So we decided, hey, we're just going to give away a website build. So
Wow.
we've given away 4 or 5 website builds now, and we're going to increase that to giving away at least 4 website builds every single month. So
Wow.
any business could go and attend or apply, I should say. There's only like 2 or 3. We don't do it for multi-level marketing.
Okay.
We don't do it for e-commerce or shopping cart websites, and we don't do it for usually nonprofits.
Hmm.
However, sometimes we can. They should
Pick and
apply
choose.
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're still responsible for paying their monthly hosting fee with us, and the
Okay.
security that needs to be on a website. But other than that, they can have it's up to 15 pages. It's built
Hmm.
in WordPress. It can link to all their social media
Wow.
platforms. If they need a pay now button, that could be pretty much whatever they need.
Hmm.
We can most likely include it.
Okay. And I'm curious why you decided for the website build to be what you give away out of all things you could have as a marketing company.
That's a good question because everything starts with the foundation, which is a website.
Hmm.
So the foundation for everyone's business online should be their website. Because I'm not going to Facebook to find,
Hmm.
let's say, a roofer or if I need a doctor. I'm
Hmm.
going to Google and I'm looking online for those things.
Right.
And so someone's Facebook page is not going to show up. We want to make
Hmm.
sure that their website shows up and just make sure their website's built properly.
Hmm. And is it also in a way, I'm sure, to also make sure you capture people too and actually can convert to sales or some sort of impression that, is concrete.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's your website is your first impression online,
Exactly.
and it's your 24/7 salesperson. So yeah.
Okay. And so where can they apply to? What websites and what platforms are good to get more information about Valor Marketing LLC?
Sure. So we can go to valormarketingllc.com/Valor Cares. They can look us up on our Facebook page, which is Valor Marketing LLC. They can find me on LinkedIn, which is just Joe Zeman. Valor Marketing is also on LinkedIn. We're on Twitter. I can get you everything, but we're on Twitter, Instagram. I mean, you name it, we probably have, we're on social media.
Right. As a marketing company, I'm sure you have all of them
Right.
going.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Well, Joe Zeman, thank you so much for coming on here and sharing all of that. I'm sure the listeners will really enjoy it. And thank you for also providing all the links as well.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.